Hi, I'm Turk Strongman at Theron Kiramaturaga. Thank you for selecting this video on, I don't know, what is it going to be? Recognition of the true self, something like that? I'm not sure yet, but anyway, thank you for selecting this video. Before continuing, though, if by the end of the video you like it, then please give it a thumb up. And if you haven't done so already, then please subscribe to the channel. Take the time to do that now. I humbly request it. Activate the notification bell and share the joy of the channel with others, and those things, again, having been humbly requested. Now, let's talk about recognition of the true self, or whatever this is going to be. This video arises in connection with a couple of videos that I just was making, that I just posted, just created and published here on YouTube about self-consciousness. And in those two that I've made so far about self-consciousness, in both I mentioned true selfhood. As a the recognition and the realization, the establishment of true selfhood as a replacement for the self-conscious kind of thinking. That was the connection here. So now I want to talk a little bit more just about this. I want to take off from where I left off in the immediately prior video. I was talking about the things that, there's still some, when you were 7 years old, from then till now, let's say you're 50, if you'd ever wondered whether there's some you that's the same, that didn't change from then till now, or whether everything changed. Like, is there something that's continuous, just as is, about you, some part of you, some essence or whatever, between then and now? If you ever wondered that, the answer is yes. Now I want to talk about a car. Let's talk about a car. Let's go a little further with this. All right, let's talk about a car for a minute. It'll work kind of like as an analogy, but it'll turn out to be kind of a contrast too. You'll see what I mean. Just stick with me, okay? Let's say you have a car, and you replace the front door, driver's side. Still the same car, right? Yeah. Okay. So you replace all the wheels, the whole suspension system. You just replace it all. In fact, you replace the drivetrain too. Still the same car. Still the same car, right? Okay. Let's say you put a new body on it. You're gonna take it out to the dirt racetrack, and it's gonna get banged up. You put a fiberglass body on it. Let's say something like whatever the rules are in your area for racing. You put a new body on it. That's all that's important here. Is it still the same car? I'm pretty sure at this point you would say it's the same car as it was just before you put the body on it. But is it this? Once you put the new body on it, is it now still the same car that you started with? Might be starting to doubt that. I guess, if you're going to go by VIN number, then yeah, that's pretty certain. Same car. But that's not the car. That's a symbol for the car. So the symbol didn't change. That's about as far as that really goes. All right. I'm not asking, is it the same symbol? I'm asking a different question. All right, so, okay. No matter what your answer is, let's say we change the entire interior. Then we put a new motor in. We have to repair part of the frame. We actually replace a part of it. Now it's like it's reconstructed, custom, racer thing. Is it the same car still? Is there some point at which it's no longer the same car? That's the question. And the answer is yes. The question is over where that line is that gets crossed. Exactly at what point. That would differ in every case, for one thing, right? With every car, unless you do two exactly identical cars in exactly the same steps, then you'll have two going through the same thing, and probably that turning point would be the same for both of them. Otherwise, it's going to be case by case, and there are other factors involved in making a determination of when that car is no longer the same car, but now a different car. There is not something about that car, at least not from our point of view, our human, mortal consciousness point of view or perspective on affairs. This is a material plane object. As far as we can tell, that's all we're thinking of when we ask this question, right? Is it the same car? And the answer, I think, is quite clear that at some point it's no longer the same car. There is no thing about that car that is going to remain continuous, just as it is, or was in the first place, all through all kinds of changes to every other part of that car. There is no one other part that doesn't change eventually. You may have replaced every part of it. And it's not the same car. There's not something else there that's like this, here I am, through it all, about the car. Okay. Back to talking about you and I. Us. Is that how it is with us? Through all the changes that we go through, let's say over a 50 or 70 year period, that's a lot of changes at a lot of different levels. Pretty much everything you have conscious awareness of in your life, and it must involve a lot of subconscious things too. Pretty much all different. But is there something else that didn't change that whole time? Even asking whether there's something gets a little shaky. I mean, it's hard to ask the question right. It's hard to ask the question right to lead to a proper answer. That's part of the difficulty, because we talk about things and things about the things. We have subjects and predicates, but when it comes to talking about this thing that hasn't changed the whole time, see, that's not a material thing. It's not even a thought thing, because all of our thought stuff changed over that period of time. It changes. What about our perceptual apparatus? Yeah. What about our astral body thing? Yeah. What about our auras? Yeah. Change. What about our emotions? Yeah, change. What about our memories? Yep. All changed. All changed. But there's still something else. Now see, it's not a mental thing. It's not a physical thing. It's not mind matter stuff. It's a spiritual thing. Right? So if you're thinking of a thing, that there must be, you're looking for something, that's a little bit off track. If it helps you get there, fine. But it might not. It might not. You want to know what its existence is? On what plane it exists? It is a spiritual plane thing. Whatever that means. At that level. At that plane of manifestation, great plane of manifestation. I mean, this is your essential core. This is the divine spark within you. Well, however you want to say it, these are all different ways of saying it. It's the part of you that's still the same. If you cannot grasp that, because you're stuck in something else, trying to analyze it from some other viewpoint or whatever is in the way of recognizing this thing that's right there all the time, hasn't changed, makes it kind of hard to recognize, right? But it's not a thing that changes. It's not a thing. Not like we think about a thing. All right? Maybe this helps. You're not like that car. If you can't grasp this yet, then strive to. Because when you grasp a second of it, a minute fragment of this understanding, of this recognition of this thing, you're well on the way to bona fide recognition, and then making real is the isness of this on your own as an act of your own doing, toward manifesting it, and so forth. And if you have problems like self-consciousness, there's this a screwed up, a hijacked, false ego state. Well, this will help tremendously with that. But, you just remember, like, think about this. Is there something that stays the same about you, or are you just like that car? The answer is no, there is something about you. But a something, once again, a little off track already. Not a thing like your body, your different bodies, your mental body, your emotional body, your astral, your energetic body, your, as people like to call it, and your material body. No, it's a different level. It's at the total other, as far as like material plane goes, it's at the, it's like the opposite pole. So, something like a changing thing? No. Not that. Okay? That with a not sign in front of it. Alright then. If you liked the video, remember, give it a thumb up. I don't know if I just rambled or what. I hope this was helpful. I try to go at this from as many different angles as I can, and this one just popped up. So there we are. Remember to give the video a thumb up if you liked it, and so forth. Remember, you heard it first, right here, from Turk Strongman at Tharanki Ramacharaka. So go be well.